my name is Marie Riekers, and I am going to lead you in some vocal warm-ups today. This goes along with the warm-ups handout that I've given you in your lessons. And I will kind of just do a really brief overview of each of these exercises. When you do them on your own in your own practice time, you feel free to go more in depth with them, go higher, lower, depending on the exercise. So we'll just kind of do a really quick run through of all of them, but then when you're practicing, you can make them more kind of fit with what you're working on that day. Practicing warming up is very important to the voice, just like any muscle. For sports, dance, gymnastics, everything like that, you would warm up beforehand so you don't pull a muscle. Well, the voice has so many muscles contributing to making sound, some voluntary, some involuntary, all that sort of stuff. And so we want to use our warm-ups as a way to kind of stretch the muscles, get them warmed up, so that when we sing, we don't do anything to harm our voice. So, like I said, I'll kind of be doing a really quick run through of all of these, and then we will talk about them more in your lessons and do them more in depth, kind of with whatever you're working on that day. So number one, some sighs. We're just gonna do really nice kind of waking up the voice exercises. So we're just gonna do some nice sighs. So really nice low breath. We'll talk about that in your lesson, but a low breath. Go ahead and do some of those with me. Let's do two more. One more. Good, just really kind of waking up the voice. The next one we're going to do are some sirens. You're going to go from as comfortably low as you can to as comfortably high, and then back down low. I say ooh ah woo as I siren, but kind of whatever works for you. So we're going to take another nice deep low breath and do some sirens. I'll do the first one, you can join me. Good, let's do three together. If you can't go as high as I do, or you want to start lower, that is totally fine. Every voice is different. So let's just do three together. So, woo! Woo! One more. Woo! Good. And the next warm up we're going to do to kind of wake up the voice is a yo-yo. You can act like you have a yo-yo in your hand if you want to. You're just going to start at a note, drop down the fourth, and then come back up to that note. So it's going to go yo, yo. Why don't you try that with me? Yo, yo. Good. And then we're going to pick another note. Here's our note, yo, yo. Sing it with me. Yo, yo. And here's our note, yo, 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 yo. Good, and on all of those exercises, you're gonna really want to work to make sure that your jaw is nice and relaxed. We're not pressing it down. We are just feeling like we have pins in our jaw joint, and we're just opening up those, kind of taking out those pins, just letting your jaw relax. So for all of your warm-ups, but especially anything that has like an ah, oh, relaxing that jaw. Awesome. The next warm-up, number two, is vowel pivots. We're going to be picking different vowels and kind of going back and forth, pivoting on them. So for these, we'll just pick like a middle C. Start there. This first one is E, and you're going to be coming back to E every time. So, excuse me, I will sing the first one, and then I'll have you join in with them. We'll only do a couple of each of these. So here's this first one. So it goes E, A, E, I, E, O, E, U, E. I did that all in one breath. If you can, that would be great, but if you need to breathe in there, totally fine too. Warm-ups are not supposed to be something that you can get wrong. It's supposed to be something that's only going to help you. So if you need to take a breath to be able to sing the phrase healthfully, take that breath. I'm all about that. So let's try the C again. Why don't you try it with me? We'll still do the same E, and then we'll do a couple of those ascending. So here's the first one. E, A, E, I, E, O, E, U, E. And then we're going to go up. Here we go. Take a nice deep breath. E, A, E, I, E, O, E, U, E. one more on E. E, A, E, I, E, O, E, U, E. Good. The next option, I mean, you can switch from any vowel. We're kind of doing more closed vowels to start with, E and U. So this next one is an U. We'll just keep ascending here. I'll do it first and I'll have you sing with me. So, why don't you sing that one with me? Good, we'll do 2 more of those. Here we go. If you mess up the vowels, no problem, no big deal. Keep going. One more. Good. So you can do those ascending, meaning going up. You can also do them descending, meaning each one you do a half step lower. So again, whatever kind of your voice needs that day, that will work for you. This next one, number 3, we're going to do perfect fifth glides, or you can also do octave glides. So a glide is just kind of like we did at the beginning, those sirens. We are gliding all of the notes in between the bottom and the top note, kind of sliding those all together. So this first one, you can do them on vowels. So E, you can do them on E, you can do them on A. You can also hum on them. When you're humming, you're going to want to think like you have a marshmallow on your tongue and your mouth is just closing around it. So instead of lots of space. It feels kind of silly, but that's kind of the space that we want. So let's just do, I'll kind of switch what vowels or humming that we're doing on there as we go. So this first one, let's start on a C again, and you're going to go E. Oh, sorry, that was not good. We're gonna do, let's do a perfect fifth first. So E. Let's do that together on E. E. Another option, it would be what I accidentally did at the beginning, the octave. So you go E. Lots of options there. Let's go up one. Let's do E this time. So sorry. Can you do that one with me? Now you can try it out to the octave. Usually what I would do was pick one vowel, do da 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 da, all on the same vowel or switching halfway through. So I would do the fifths first and then the octave glides. Let's try here. Let's do the hum. So just the fifths. Let's stick with that. So can you try that one with me? And let's say, let's go up. Now another option is you can do a hum and open to E. So it would sound like me, E. Sorry, I need to turn up my volume here. There we go, so I can hear it. Let's try that one again. So me, me. This next one you can open up to an ah. So so you would do the hum, E to ah. So me, ah, me, ah, me, ah. Let's do one more. Me, ah. And like I said, you can do the glides or the octave glides there. Ah, so ah, ah. Let's do one more. Ah. So the options are endless. Just do whatever feels good to you in that moment. And then as we get into your songs, I will tell you specifically do this exercise for this particular reason, because it's going to help you with this vowel in the song or something like that. And also on number 3, it says you can use with or without a straw. We'll talk about this in your lessons, but a straw amazing tool to use as you warm up. And so we'll kind of get into that more in your lessons, but especially these glides will be great to use this draw. So what you would do is, we'll talk about the specifics of this, but you'll go and so forth. So more about the straw to come in your lessons. Awesome. Number 4 here. This one is going to start warming up your lower register specifically. So you can start here just on, if you're doing solfege, it'd be the so of your chord, of your scale, excuse me. So, yaw. You want to try that with me? Big, deep, low breath. Yaw. Then you would go down. Yaw. Yaw. You can switch to B if you want. You can start with B also. So here's B. Let's do the next 3 with B. 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 Again, if that's too low, you don't have to go that low. Whatever is more comfortable for your voice. I'm just kind of giving you an overview of everything. This next one, I would start again on middle C. Most of these start on middle C just because that's the most kind of comfortable note to start with, and it's the most common scale in a lot of these warm-ups. So starting on C, you'll go another deep low breath. Ma, me, ma, me, ma, me, ma. Can you sing that with me? Ma, me, ma, me, ma, me, ma. Then we're going to descend. Ma, me, ma, me, ma, me, ma. Ma, me, ma, me, ma, me, ma. Let's do one more, but you can go lower on your own. Ma, me, ma, me, ma, me, ma. Good. You might find as you get lower, and we'll talk about this in your lessons, but as you get into the lower register, giving it a little bit of a smile, kind of a little bit of a bite to it, will help those, kind of help the presence of the notes come through. Again, we'll get into that in your lessons. Coming back to middle C, you're going to start on this next one, the nia. You're going to do an octave, but hearing the chord helps. So hear the chord, and you're going to start on the octave. So starting on the octave, coming down the scale, and then doing a fifth. Kind of like your number 3 glides back there. So let's try that. Here we go. Take a deep breath. And we'll go descend a half note. Let's try one more. What I keep wanting to go is back up to the octave. Totally fine. Again, warm-ups are for whatever feels best for your voice. So no wrong way to do them as long as it's not hurting. All right, those are number 4. Number 5 here, kind of chugging along. Again, you can hum here, just like with the humming, having that marshmallow on your tongue, closing your mouth around it. So you can hum, and here's the pattern. This one is working on flexibility, kind of blending all the registers together. So here we go. Just do it on humming. I'll do it first, and I'll have you repeat after me. Can you do that one with me, please? Let's do 2 more. Good. Another option, we'll keep going up, but another option is to buzz like do a lip trill as you sing. So what that sounds like is, if you can't lip trill, that's totally fine. You can keep doing a hum, or you can open up to ma, or there's another option on here, an NG, like if you did the word sing and held that in the back. So we'll do that in a second. Let's do 2 of the buzz first, the lip trills. So here we go. One more. So the NG option, you can do this starting down here, but here we'll start here. Let's see, where was I? There we go. You can do, like you would say the word sing. So sing. Let's do one more of those. If it's hard for you to start on that NG, you can go ahead and say the word sing. So sing, sing. Again, whatever works best for you is great. This next one, me, may, ma, mo, moo. Some of my older students might know the hand actions that go with this, so I'll teach you them as we go, but I'm not too worried about them right now. So you will go me, me, ma, mo, moo. And the hand actions for that go me, me, ma, mo, moo. So the me is that more spread vowel, just like what my mouth is doing. So the hands matching what shapes your mouth does. So me, me, more tall. Ma, just like we did those yawns. Ya, mo is that perfect O, and then oo is like you have a oo coming just from the tip of your lips. So ooh, you're pulling it forward. So let's try that again. Me, me, ma, mo, moo. Me, me, ma, mo, moo. One more. Me, me, ma, mo, moo. Good, and you can go ascend as high as is comfortable for you right now. Again, hand actions are great to a great tool to use, but we won't focus too much on them just because there's no really wrong way to perform warm-ups. Like I said, the hand actions are only there to kind of help. So we'll see how that goes in your lessons. This next one, now we are on number 6, kind of our final little chunk. This is where we get to warm up our upper register, and as a soprano, this is my favorite section. As an alto, you can feel free to take it down a little bit lower to start, so you don't have to go as high. We'll kind of talk about that in your lesson too. But for now, let's start on C, and we're going to, this one's kind of like a lawnmower. So you're gonna go he, ah. So those bottom 3 he's are your kind of pulling on the string of lawnmower. I can't remember what it's called. Pulling that lawnmower to kind of get the engine going. So he, ah. Can you try that with me? Here's our notes. He, ah. Then we'll go up. He, ah. And if you want to take a little kind of catch breath in between each of those he's to get that kind of energy flowing, feel free. Just make sure it's not like a vacuum breath. We want to make sure it's a nice, silent. So when you take your breath, you're going to think down and out. So here's our, where we're here. Here we go. So down and out. He, ah. Oh, sorry. Let's do 2 more. He, ah. One more. He, and so that was what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those, and my abdominal muscles are already feeling that, because for the he's, you should really be engaging with your core. All of that energy is coming from your core, from your abdominal muscles. And we will talk about that in your lesson, but making sure that none of that energy, that work is coming from here. This all stays neutral. It's all coming from your core. Again, talk about it more in your lesson. This next one is an oldie but a goodie. It's gonna start on C and you're gonna go, I love to sing. I love to sing. And you're going to have that ah vowel be the predominant vowel for the whole song. So, I love to sing. Obviously, in to and sing are different vowels, but let's try this. Here we go. I love to sing. I love to sing. Two more. I love to sing. I love to sing. Good. So you can go as high as it feels comfortable for you. I always say warm up higher, a few notes higher than the highest note in one of your songs. That way you're never reaching for those notes. You're always approaching it from above. And we'll talk about that in your lessons. Kind of a theme of this warm up. Talk about it in your lessons. But so if I had a note that was an F, I'm going to warm up to, you know, a G, G sharp. Just so I have lots of space above it. All right, this next one's similar to I love to sing. It is the Italian word for Mr. It is signore. So you're gonna start here and go, signore, signore, signore. Let's do one more. Signore. And I forgot to mention this. I tell all of my students, I have a lot of vibrato. I was trained in classical music and my body just naturally has a lot of vibrato as it is. So I never want you to feel like you have to mimic my vibrato or, you know, try to reproduce it on your own. I want you to just sound like you. I'm gonna sound like me, which is a woman who has a lot of vibrato, sometimes too much. And I just want you to sound like you, like your age, all that sort of stuff. So that one especially I get a lot of vibrato on, so just wanted to kind of give a disclaimer there. All right, this next one is another favorite of mine. It kind of gets that energy going, and so it's I know. So you'll go, I know, I know, I know, I know. A lot of my students have to breathe after that first I know. Sorry, we'll come back here. And so feel free to do that. So that would be, I know, I know, I know, I know. Let's do 5 of those. So here's one. I know, I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know. 2 more. I know, I know, I know. 1 more. I know. Good, I like that one. It takes a lot of energy, but it feels really good. This next one, another favorite of mine. A couple of different variations you can do for this. You can do zia, nia, mia, ya, kind of anything like that. You can also go me, 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 mo. So kind of, again, whatever feels good. As long as it's not hurting you, you're good to go. For right now, let's do zia. And another option is to do the arpeggio here. So that'd be... Another option is just to go the straight octave. So I'll do the first option, the arpeggio. So we're gonna go Z. The other option, the octave option, would sound like this. Z. So the only difference is that beginning either going the octave or the arpeggio. So for right now, let's do the arpeggio, and eventually you'll be able to, on that descending scale at the end, you will be able to go much faster. But for now, let's start nice and slow, nice and clean. Otherwise, it'll kind of sound like a hot mess coming down. So eventually you'll be able to get to, let's see if I can do it. Z, where it sounds fairly clean, coming down nice and fast. It's that flexibility, connecting with the core, but I didn't get there going super fast and kind of messing through all of it, I went super slow. So let's do 5 of those going slow. We'll do the arpeggios. So here we go. Z, for the last 2, let's switch it up and do the nia instead of a Z. So nia. One more. Nia. Again, you can go higher, 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 kind of whatever you're comfortable with. So that is the last one on our warm-up. Again, you can kind of pick and choose. If it helps you to do, you know, the middle of number 6 and number 5, whatever works for you. This is just a kind of a guide, and you make it work for you. So most of these we'll get more in depth in our lesson, along with, you know, using the straw and that technique that goes along with that. We will talk a lot about breathing, everything that goes along with that. But this is just kind of it was supposed to be quick, it's 25 minutes long, but a quick overview of kind of this warm-up, and then I will be making another video that'll just kind of be a more condensed version of this, and so you can find that after this. So awesome, thank you so much.